The hidden history of council tax, from poor laws to poll tax chaos, and what the future may hold. Have you ever wondered where council tax really came from? To understand it, we need to rewind through history to the era of the poor laws and the rise of Victorian bureaucracy. Under the Elizabethan poor laws of the 1600s, local parishes were responsible for looking after the poor. This was funded through the poor rate, an early form of local taxation based on property rental value. If you owned land or a home, you paid. If you couldn't, you likely received aid, though often with harsh conditions. As time passed, the system evolved and often punished the vulnerable it was meant to help. Workhouses, debtors' prisons, and forced labour became the norm. The poor were often criminalised for their poverty. Fast forward to 1990, the government introduced the community charge, better known as the poll tax. This tax wasn't based on property, but on people. Every adult had to pay a flat rate, regardless of income or wealth. It was deeply unpopular. Protesters flooded the streets, riots broke out, the poll tax became politically toxic and played a huge part in the fall of Margaret Thatcher. And here I would like to just interject with, Margaret Thatcher didn't really fall. She went on to become a lady in the House of Lords. In 1993, the poll tax was scrapped. In its place came the council tax, a property-based system with a twist. Homes were placed into value bands, and households were built accordingly. But the valuation was based on prices from 1991, and for many properties it's never been updated. Today, council tax remains controversial and unfavourable, quite like its previous counterparts. It disproportionately affects those on lower incomes, and enforcement is harsh, even traumatic, seeing people having their property taken from them. In some cases, people have faced prison, bailiffs, or mental health crises over unpaid tax. What many don't realise is that behind every letter and liability order is a long, often hidden history of control, protest and power. And those liability orders, well, there's a different story altogether. But what about the future?